adventurers, it's Rachel and welcome back to Looking for Adventure Art, and we are on our last store of the day for our Saturday shops. This is Scrapbook Cafe. I am so excited. It already looks super awesome. So we're gonna go in and of course interview and spend some more money. Let's go!
My name is Julie, and I'm the owner of the Scrapbook Cafe. We're in the city of La Puente, and we have a really good time. I've been in business for 13 years.
Awesome. Well, that answers one of my questions. So my first question is, what is your shop hop theme?
It's Chicago, and of course, you know, it's Broadway, so we thought, why not?
It's my personal favorite theme, but that's because I'm a musical theater major, so I'm biased. What got you into scrapbooking?
Actually, it took me a while to develop, a liking to it because I was always busy. I worked full time, and I also, at that time, was doing floral. So I didn't have time on my plate to go ahead and do scrapbooking too. But my daughter actually got me into it, and I knew, you know, as soon as I started doing it, I fell in love with all the embellishments, all the papers, and I kind of, at that time, because I was so busy with the flowers and love flowers and ribbons and all the details and all that, I kind of brought it into my scrapbooking. You know, so I kind of just, you know, took it from there, you know, and one thing led to another, and, you know, here we are.
Yeah, no, I hear that a lot, that a lot of people's daughters get them into it. Mm-hmm. Definitely. My mom was definitely into the flowers. She used to do flower arrangements. So that's one of the things that got her crafting as well.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. What got you interested in having a store?
Well, actually, my husband is the one that put the bug in my ear because, like I said, when I dive into something, I dive in. And so I started collecting a lot of papers, a lot of punches at that time, and everything that I can get my hands on. And so before you knew it, I had a whole bedroom which looked like a store. And he goes, you know what, you have way too much stuff in, you know, in this room. You probably should just open up a small little store. Didn't need to say it twice, right? You know, in a week, I already had a lease signed for a building.
Wow.
So yeah, and that was back in 2004. Mm-hmm.
Wow, awesome. Yeah, I have somebody else who's a little supportive too. So how long have you guys been around for?
13 years.
13 years,
mm-hmm.
That's right. And then what are you most known for?
I would say probably for our pinup, our vintage style. We really like the graphic 45 lines, anything vintage. So I think that's probably our little thing that people like to come and see. Our pinup cards, we do them once a month, and we have a really good time with them. We have a lot of attention to detail. We have, it's myself that designs, as well as Jerry Mena. He also designs. And so we kind of tag team each other in that class, and several classes actually.
Awesome. That sounds really cool. I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah. Look him up because he's really good.
Sweet. Do you happen to have any special events during the year?
We do. We have National Scrapbook Day is one of them. We did a test run on a Day of the Dead event last year. which in our culture here, you know, they're very big on it. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to try doing it for the scrapbook store. And it was a huge success. I posted it, and probably, I think it was like a day and a half, we were totally booked. And we actually filled that area in the other scrapbook room, and we actually wrapped it up into this area. So we had like 45 attendees that day. So it was really cool.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Do you happen to host any classes or crops during the year?
We do. We offer card classes, scrapbook page layouts. We have paper crafting projects. We have just a big range of different classes that we hold. So, and then those are done, our card classes are done every month. We have a birthday club, we have a pinup club, and then we put different things in between.
Awesome. What new technique or product are you most excited about this year?
I'm really trying to dabble more into the mixed media. I love the fact that you can just kind of let go and do whatever on those canvases or whatever you might want to put on it. And I'm looking more and more into that. I'm not, by far very good at it yet, but I'm working at it. And so it's just new ground for me. So I'm excited about learning how to, use the different things that I like and doing my own vintage style in the canvas.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. That's what I love about mixed media too. It's kind of just a free-for-all sort of fun thing.
It frees you up from feeling like you have to have everything so perfect on a page.
Yeah, yeah, that definitely brings out my OCD. Is there anything special that you want people to know?
Well, I think that in order to keep our stores alive, there's so many of the stores that are actually, closing due to a lack of people coming to, shop in their stores. I think that we need to remember to shop small and to continue to, help those stores out, because a lot of the time I always hear, everybody loves to save money, I too like to save money. However, when you choose to use your coupon, at some of the big stores, the big box stores as we call them, it hurts the little businesses, and so you may save there, but you may not have a place to come and scrapbook one day, and so in order to avoid that, we need to make sure that we support the local stores.
And I think that's why the shop hop is really important, because it does remind a lot of people, and they come in and they do spend money, and that's what I definitely try if I can avoid it. I know a lot of easy places to go is places like simonsaysstamp.com, which is great, or scrapbook.com, but I love to shop at the local shops, and you get a lot of fun stuff, and you know that the products that you're using in your make and takes or in your, the classes that you're taking are going to be here, because they're going to supply them, or else why would you be having a class? So I think that that's always a really important thing to keep in mind, and it keeps you, I think, a little more connected to the community as well. Where can people find you? Do you have a website or social media or anything like that?
I do. I have a website, and the website is scrapbookcafe.wix.scrapbookcafe/Scrapbook Cafe. Sorry about that. And also on social media, you can find me on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, Scrapbook Cafe. We also are Instagram as well as on Pinterest. And so the place that I usually go to is my go-to place is usually Facebook. Again, I work full-time, so our hours are a little crazy, but everybody seems to know, when they're able to come in and visit. And again, on Fridays and Thursdays and Fridays, we have full-day crops, free crops at that. So it's kind of nice, you can come in and, sit down and relax, have a cup of coffee with us, and enjoy your, your afternoon.
Awesome. That's it?
Yep.
Yeah. Sweet. I really hope that you guys liked seeing the Scrapbook Cafe. I absolutely love this store. I'm so glad that I finally got to see it for the first time. It is a really cool shop. It has an amazing back room for classes and scrapbooking, and I absolutely love that one of their main staples is a vintage pinup kind of style for their cards, because If you guys didn't know, I actually, when I was acting and doing everything, I was an Anne Margaret tribute artist and a pinup model. So I love that kind of style. It is awesome, and I think that they do a fantastic job there. So if you're very into the graphic 45 or just vintage pinup in general, this is definitely a shop for you. They also had a lot of really awesome card making and some mixed media stuff. I know that she is just starting to get into mixed media, but personally, I actually found a lot of stuff there that I could use for mixed media, and I think that they went above and beyond for the shop hop. They were one of the shops that chose not to do the 6x6 page layout, but instead to do an extra 5% for a 25% discount for any of the products in the store. I did show in my previous video with Arts and Crafts that because some of the people were kind of upset by that, she decided to make a Chicago layout so everybody could have a full scrapbook 6x6 kind of commemorative scrapbook album. The scrapbook layouts that Scrapbook Cafe did were only for the people that bought their passport there as a home store. So everybody else had the 25% discount, and only those people that got their passport there had it. But it was still really cute. She showed it. I was kind of a little jealous, but I'm at least glad that Arts and Crafts kind of made one for the people that weren't able to get it. I, of course, picked up a Chicago themed pin because their theme was Chicago, and it was awesome. What a classic. It was also one of the first musicals that I skated to and that I got to choreograph for theater itself. So I had a winning national and international #2 I Can't Do It Alone for ice skating, and then I got to choreograph Cell Block Tango as well on stage, and I love it. When that movie came out, I think I watched it about 13 times in theaters with my mom. It was one of my favorite musical movies of all time. So I was so happy to see this theme in store. And they made an amazing photo booth. They did a whole jail cell thing with the really cool like cards. You could grab different cards and props. It was so cool. Oh my gosh. Obviously you saw the photos, but it made me happy and excited for my inner theater geek. Of course, once again, I did purchase a few items from them, and the first one that I picked up was the rust paste from Prima and Finnabar, and I've been wanting to try this out. I've heard a lot of good things from it. I've seen some things. I wanted to kind of get an idea for myself, so I decided to pick it up and try it out. Also from Prima, I picked up some of the Artisan Powder, which was made by Frank Garcia, and this color is Umber. So they only had two colors there. They had the black one and they had Umber, so I decided to get Umber because I have not seen too many tutorials using this, and I wanted to kind of get a better idea of it for myself. And what better time than to get products that you want to get that you don't know that much about, but when you have 25% off. I also picked up this really cool sort of sheet of fabric material beading. I will try and take it out and show you. It's really cool. It was really inexpensive, but basically it's like this really awesome mesh. Yeah. So I don't know. I just had this overwhelming need of like, I think this would be a really cool backing on a card, and why not pick some up because it was like $1.20 and then I had 25% off on top of that, so no harm, no foul, right? But this is really cool stuff. They had a bunch of different colors as well. And last but not least, anybody who knows me knows that I have a horrible flower addiction because there's so many different choices and they're so pretty. So of course I picked up these super cute flowers, and each bundle was just $1. But the thing that I really like about them is they look really realistic. These are some of the best looking flowers that I have seen. So if you are in the market for flowers and you are in California or coming to California, this is a really cool shop to check out. I mean, these are beautiful. I will try and take close-up photos to get a better view of these, but they are so pretty. So I could not help myself, and I couldn't just get some for me. I also had to get some for you. The second item that will be in our 1,000 subscriber giveaway is going to be these really pretty blue flowers, because my logo and my favorite colors are, of course, blue and purple and green. And I already showed in a previous video the Purple Tonic Studios Crystal Drops. That is our first thing in the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So if you haven't seen that video, I will leave a magical card or something in one of these two areas, and along with a link down in the description box below, so you can go check that out. But I love these. I have a horrible flower addiction, so I decided to get you guys started in having a horrible flower addiction as well. I absolutely love their store. They have so much spunk, and everybody there is really awesome. They were doing a crop in the back room, and the ladies were having so much fun. They were having food, they were blasting music, and there is somewhere, I don't know if we'll include it or not, a clip of me super embarrassed, because we did want to film the back room so you guys could see how awesome it was. So we asked the ladies if it was okay if we could go film back there, and there was this overwhelming woo of screaming, and it was so awesome and embarrassing at the same time. So maybe we'll insert this clip in here, maybe we won't. But that is it for our video today, and before we go, I still have the question of the day. My question of the day for you guys is, the Scrapbook Cafe does both classes and crops, along with a lot of other scrapbooking shops tend to do the same thing. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer to crop, or do you prefer to take a class? Or do you prefer both, and why? I'd love to hear your comments down below in the comment box. I happen to love both. I think that they both serve a really great purpose, and it is a great way to connect with the scrapbooking and mixed media community. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for all the daily updates. And if you happen to use any products that I have bought today, like the rust paste or the Artisan Powder, or maybe you've just made something on my channel, or you made an art piece that you just really want to show me, I don't know, please feel free to email me or tag me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, or I don't know, whatever kind of social media-ness that you guys do, because I want to see it. And don't forget, every day is a new adventure, so come back next time for a new adventure with us.